When it comes to building structures that last, experience matters. You've probably seen some companies offering long warranties, 10 years or more. But here's something important to consider. Can a company without a long track record truly back that up? It's easy to make promises, but what really counts is the ability to deliver, not just now, but 5, 10, or even 20 years down the line. If a company hasn't been around for very long, what happens if they go out of business before the end of their 10-year warranty? What happens to your warranty then? The answer is simple. You're left with nothing. No support, no repairs, no protection. You've essentially been robbed of the protection you were promised. At Mallett Buildings, we've been here for the long haul, with over 2 decades of experience. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and countless satisfied customers who can tell you, when we say we offer a 10-year workmanship warranty, we've proven it time and time again. And if something goes wrong years from now, we'll still be here, ready to make it right. Our customers trust us because we don't just build structures, we build long-lasting relationships. We use only the highest quality materials, kiln-dried, ground-treated lumber, and MCA ground-treated posts with lifetime warranties. That's why our buildings are designed to stand strong for decades, and why we can confidently stand behind our warranties. And don't forget, we're a state-licensed contractor with licensed engineers right here in Louisiana and Texas. We don't cut corners, and we adhere to the highest standards, ensuring that every building we construct is built to last. When you choose Mallett...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mallett Buildings, your trusted partner in post-frame construction. We are proud to offer you the highest quality structures, custom designed to meet your needs. Our team of experts is dedicated to providing superior craftsmanship, backed by years of experience and a commitment to excellence. Please take a moment to explore our innovative design options, competitive pricing, and unmatched customer service. Thank you for choosing Mallett Buildings.
Hello, Lee Mallett from Mallett Buildings. Glad y'all could join us this afternoon. We have a special guest. I guess I want to tell you the last 10 years when Rob Malonson was at Iowa, Mallett Buildings sponsored the Christmas tournament. It's going up each year. The expenses are going up. But anyway, this is the new coach. His name is Mark Caldwell. You want to tell everybody a little bit about you?
Yeah, my name is Mark Caldwell. It's my first year at Iowa High School. Last year I was a head coach at Lake Arthur High School, and then the previous 9 I was at Grand Lake High School for almost a decade. Come from a family of coaches and educators, but yeah, this is my first year at Iowa, and I like it a lot so far. It's a great community.
Well, I know that Rob always had some great teams. How's it looking? You rebuilding right now, or what y'all going to do this year?
Yeah, Rob had the best team in school history, probably by far. Lost a lot. He lost 2 Division I football players to Air Force, and 2 other, which I would say were Division I basketball players. They signed junior college, but on a normal year where it's not crazy with the transfers and NIL, they were 2 of the best players in the state, but they're doing really well in junior college now. So he lost 4 starters. We have 1 starter back, Cohen Charles. He'll be playing football tonight. He's a D1 signee in football. This summer, I think we're overall 21-4. We won the last 17, so it looked really good. We're still athletic. The caliber of a basketball player, losing, literally probably the 2 of the top 5 guards in the state. That's hard to replace. So we still have good athletes. We're still going to be competitive, but he's been in the top 28 2 years in a row. That's tough to live up to them expectations, but we'll see who steps up for us.
Well, look, we appreciate you coming in. The main reason I asked him to come in, folks, is we're gonna make presentation. We've supported the tournament. It's the girls and boys Christmas tournament, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And this year they need, and actually that also includes the middle school basketball tournament, which is called the Junior Bowlers. And so Mallett Buildings is going to sponsor it again at the Junior Bowlers at $1,744. And then we're going to sponsor the 9th annual Mallett Buildings. It's been 9 years, apparently. And that'll be $9,300 that we're going to donate to Iowa High School for the term, as we have the last 8 years, I guess, if it's the 9th year. And we're proud to do that. Like I said, folks, we always give back to the community. We appreciate you coming aboard and trying to take, or going to take Rob's place. Hopefully you're going to outperform him. That would be fantastic if you do better, Rob, but I think you'd do good. But anyway, we're going to do that for y'all.
Yeah, we appreciate it. I think it's kind of a new age when it comes to running a program of any sorts at a high school. Sometimes what's kind of sad about it, the coaching part falls down at the end because it gets so expensive, and they've passed a lot of rules and regulations to where we have to pay literally everybody, where a lot of times probably over the past 100 years of high school where the community comes out and helps, well, you have to pay people that work the door, that concession, referees that are an all-time high, just equipment, and just it gets crazy. And you blink an eye and you're in the hole. So we really appreciate it, because probably without this, it'd be really tough to run a tournament and make some money because of just the expenses that occurs throughout a basketball year. And coach, the other coach at Iowa can tell you for baseball and football, the expenses are at an all-time high. So we truly appreciate it.
Yeah, well, I can see your officials are $5,000.
Yeah.
But anyway, folks, I wanted y'all to meet him. He's the new coach. Let's support Iowa, support him. And we're going to put this tournament on again this year, and we're proud to do it, and I'm glad you came in. And then Wednesday, the basketball coach, I think, is also your...
I guess you'd call it significant other at the moment.
Significant other.
Yeah.
She's pretty good, too.
She's they're very good. She won't come out here and say it because she always thinks the worst. Hey, today they're playing. Oh, you think they can beat us? They beat Oberlin last week by 40, and she's all worried. But they're very good. The first 4 or 5 scrimmages, they won every game. And
Is the season started?
The season has started. So I actually could schedule games, but I have so much of my main guys that play football. I have to wait, because with the PowerPoint, the way it is, if you start off the season with 5 losses or you lose 1 or 2, you're not going to go as far as you need. So what I normally do is...
How's the girls' team right now? What's their record?
The girls are 1-0, and they play today at Lacassine. They play tomorrow at Lacassine at 10:30 a.m.
Is it a tournament?
It's a tournament. It's a matchup. The Mallett Builders tournament has always been a bracket where you kind of get a champion. A lot of teams and a lot of schools do now where you just do a matchup. So they match up with Oberlin today, and they have Lacassine tomorrow morning.
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, look, I appreciate you coming in. Folks, when's the tournament? What's the date?
It'll be right before Christmas break, so it'll be December, was it this year, the 18th through the 21st?
Yeah.
And so, it'll be 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
So if you get a chance, come to the game and watch some good basketball. But look, we appreciate you coming in, and we do appreciate your significant other, what she does for the girls. And it's a pleasure to support y'all again, and we'll go watch you play.
Awesome. Thank you
Once
so
again,
much.
look, thank
appreciate
you for coming. We
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you. Good luck.
All right,
We wish you
thank
the
you.
best.
Tired of gimmicks and spooky tricks? At Mallett Buildings, we don't need to raise prices from the dead or play games with your budget, but we will gladly bury any high prices that come your way. At Mallett Buildings, we're committed to keeping things straightforward, matching any written quote from a competitor, and making sure high prices get buried once and for all. Mallett Buildings, built with trust. Tired of gimmicks and spooky tricks? At Mallett Buildings, we don't need to raise prices from the dead or play games with your budget, but we will gladly bury any high prices that come your way. At Mallett Buildings, we're committed to keeping things straightforward, matching any written quote from a competitor, and making sure high prices get buried once and for all. Mallett Buildings, built with trust. Tired of gimmicks and spooky tricks? At Mallett Buildings, we don't need to raise prices from the dead or play games with your budget, but we will gladly bury any high prices that come your way. At Mallett Buildings, we're committed to keeping things straightforward, matching any written quote from a competitor, and making sure high prices get buried once and for all. Mallett Buildings, built with trust. Tired of gimmicks and spooky tricks? At Mallett Buildings, we don't need to raise prices from the dead or play games with your budget, but we will gladly bury any high prices that come your way. At Mallett Buildings, we're committed to keeping things straightforward, matching any written quote from a competitor, and making sure high prices get buried once and for all. Mallett Buildings, built with trust. Tired of gimmicks?
Hello, we're back. It was nice to have the coach, and if you get a chance to support the team and you're from this community, you ought to go by and support the tournament, get them where they can make some extra money. But like I said, you know, giving back to the community, we talked about this all week. You got some people who do it once a year, and that's better than some who do nothing. But when it comes to us at Mallett Buildings, we're constantly giving throughout the year to functions or to kids or you know, people who need help. We give back to the community. And I think you should take that into consideration when you're buying a building. It's an important thing to have do a business with a company who does give back, doesn't just take all the time, gives back. Let's get started. All right, $500 discount on every week on the military personnel, healthcare workers, educators, and first responders. This week, healthcare workers get $1,000. We rotate that every week to different groups, so they get $1,000. So if you're a healthcare worker today, you'll get $1,000 this week. That's been all this week. And if you add the next deal, which is the $1,000 cash, that's a $2,000 cash discount. If you're a health worker, you type in Tiger Cash, you're going to get $2,000 off your building. Remember, we're coming to the end of the week. Next week could be somebody else. If you're a healthcare worker, you need to get yourself in here by tomorrow, get it booked, make an appointment, and they'll honor it. Okay? And we go to our Thanksgiving special. $3,000 off an elite building, $2,000 off a signature building, $1,000 off any value building. So if you're a healthcare worker and you type in Tiger Cash and you take the Tiger Cash and the discount for health, you would be at $5,000 on elite. You would be at $4,000 on the signature, and you'd be at $3,000 on the value. That's actual cash that's deducted from the cost. No gimmicks here, straight cash. All right, we have one of these. I think they sold this week's. Next week is open. We do an upgrade. This is called Dutch Lap. The Dutch Lap, as you can see, runs horizontal. It's more residential looking. It has a look of shiplap. It looks like wood shiplap. Okay. It's really pretty if you're doing a residential, but we're going to upgrade somebody who comes in and buys an elite building, 1,500 square foot or more. We're going to give you that at no charge. I'm trying to get some of this product out into the market. I think people are going to really love this stuff, and we're pushing to do that. Now, let's go to the next slide. All right. Now, what is an elite building? Here it is, folks. What makes us separate? Always #1 treated lumber, engineered 2x8 scissor trusses. Only one in the industry that I know doing that. 10-year workmanship warranty. Only one who's been in business 26 years offering a 10-year workmanship warranty. 3-foot truss spacing, not 5. 9-foot post spacing, not 10, and 5 on 12 roof pitch standard. Okay, 210 by roll-up doors, gutters, 6-inch slab, concrete with control joints. Only company I know doing control joints. Post protectors, insulated windows. You got to check them windows. See if you don't have the right tags on your windows, and you go when your inspector comes there, they're gonna fail it. It has to have those tags on that window. All right, you got engineered wood screws, engineered cable retention system. I think we're the only people to do that. That is why we have survived all these hurricanes. 4x4 frame up on windows and doors, concrete under every post, continuous ridge vents, Zac screws on roof and walls, wainscot, engineered mono trusses, 145 mile per hour building wind load, licensed engineering staff, and secure watch. We're watching your job from the time it's delivered to the time it's finished. And you got 24/7 access to me. Now, there was a comment made, and I guess I kind of want to address that. Okay, the situation in building a building is very simple. Wind loads will not exist on the building we built until the building is completed. So what we recommend is if you buy a building, and it's during hurricane season, that you buy a policy at your place. And most people carry a home policy, okay? But until that slab is poured, there's no wind load. So theoretically, if we're building a building and the slab's not poured, that thing needs to be insured until we get that slab down, okay? We've done our part of the deal. We've built and everything. Let's say a storm would hit the Gulf. At that junction stage, you're not going to be able to get no insurance. So we recommend to our customers that you carry a policy or put it on your homeowner's policy, but cover yourself till we complete the building. Okay? Now, all right, write off your building. Go to your tax professional. We're coming to the end of the year. This is a great time to talk to your tax professional about whether or not you can write off this building, okay? Which means if you write it off, it's really free in the long run, okay? And what we offer for you so that if you can't buy it right now, come in here and put $3,000 down. I'm going to do an 18-month price protection on the Mallett Savings Plan, 3-month extension, 0% interest, pay as little as much as you'd like, okay? What that means is you can come in right now, you can pick the building, we're gonna pick the size, we're gonna write, and it's locked in. You're gonna get that building is done when you're ready to pull the trigger, okay? But you can, and there's no interest. And then you got your price match special going on right now, where this is Southern Building and Barns. I don't build barns, I build buildings. Let's make that straight. Okay, I don't do pole barns, I do barns. I build buildings. I will beat any quote they have at $3,000. Now, what they're attempting to do now is they just won't give you a bid in writing. So what you do is either tape the phone call, and I'll listen to the phone call, and we'll price match them apples to apples, or make an appointment for them to come and invite us too, and we'll go there and just let the best man win. And I promise you, I'm going to win, because if it's an apple to an apple, I'm going to be $3,000 cheaper before they even start. Okay? And you must be, and these guys have been convicted of breaking the state law. They've only been in business for 4 years. They ain't got many reviews. A lot of red flags. Go ahead. Next. Okay, over here, this is what happened with no cable retention system and no type of anchoring system on this post. That's why we put the cable retention system, because the cable retention system has cable scattered attached to these posts. Something has got to keep that post in the post protector. Or when a tornado comes, it's just going to pull it right out of the post protector. See this over here? This is what happens, and this would look without control joints. If you have control joints, this would be a straight line, and you wouldn't see that. Okay? All right, and then with one of them, I think it was Southern, they were trying to tell you that if they put a piece of rebar, they were taking 4 inches of concrete or 6 inches of concrete, they put a piece of rebar through the post. We're here, we'd have about 2 inches of concrete on the top, 2 inches of concrete on the bottom. This is what's going to happen. It's going to start deteriorating. First of all, it's not transferring the weight, the dead weight of the slab, to the outer perimeter. It's just going to break. It was the craziest thing I ever heard when they said that. I was like, what are they talking about? But anyway, we use a cable retention system. As you can see, we tie, because we run these cables throughout, all the weight is sitting on the cables. And then all the cables are attached to the post, all the way around. Okay? That's a cable retention system. That's how, there it is. This is how it looks in your building. If you see eye bolts are driven into are screwed into the post, and them cables are, and then the cement sits on top. So all this is tied to the outer perimeter. Okay? So that gets me to the red flags. Folks, you need to be careful. I had a gentleman here today bought a building. SLPS got to him. And he's filed criminal charges and trying to get his money back. Don't be one of those people. And how do you stop that? By following the red flags. Go check the Secretary of State. How many years in business? Who are the proper parties? Licensure. In Louisiana, you must be a state licensed, residential licensed contractor to build any new construction. A home improvement cannot do that anymore. Okay? So that's a red flag. Contractor violations. While you're there, go to the violation, just punch it. It's going to show you you type in, it's going to show if they have any violations. If they've been convicted of breaking contractor state law, it's a red flag. And I would assure you, you need to be careful. Reviews on BB and Google. I have over 500, both places. One of the few people that have close to 200 on the BBB. There's very few reviews on BBB, but we have a lot. Come visit our facility. Visit the people you're doing business with. One, go meet the people eye to eye. Go look at the facility. Go meet their team. Who am I going to be talking to about customer service? Who am I going to be talking to about logistics or when they're going to deliver my building? Who am I going to be dealing with? It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing to come meet the people, and you're making a sizable investment. And based on that, I think it's just good policy. I'm going to meet those people if I'm going to hand them a check for 10, 15, 20, or let them build me a $40,000 building, $20,000 bill, whatever it is. You're making a large investment. You should be very comfortable with the team you use and what they're capable and not capable of doing. If you don't follow the red flags, this is the kind of stuff that happens. This particular gentleman has been charged with the following charges. Okay? But he was also, had those people done what I promote, which is to check out do the 5 red flags. If you notice, one, he was convicted by the LSLBC. Home improvement registered, and he's only been in business 4 years. There's 3 red flags here. Now, look, it's your money. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm just telling you, be very careful. Okay? You may be one of the lucky ones. Then again, you may be one of the unlucky ones. I don't know how this is going to come out for you. Here's another one. This is what he got charged with, folks. I really, as chairman of the state contractors board, I see a lot of this. And frankly, folks, it's terrible. But this is what he had. And then you got the next 2. SLPS. In fact, the day I had a customer coming here today that he got to. But he was convicted, and that should have been a red flag. He only had a home improvement registration. He never was a licensed residential contractor. This one started as a home improvement. He got convicted 3 times. He went and passed the test. How, I don't know, but he probably studied really good. But he got caught 3 times. That's just the number of times we caught him. That ain't the number of times they broke the law. But these are red flags, and these people got hurt by these 2. Well, all of them. But these 2 hurt some people. Don't be one of those people. It's not worth it, I promise you. You may think you're saving $1,000 until you're one of the ones who loses all their money. Let's go. Here we go. According to SLBC, Southern Style Barns and Buildings, convicted. I have an offer of $3,000 against any bid, apples to apples. Okay? S&S Steel, Precision, Ranger, Beck, Reeds, all been convicted of violating the state contractor law. They either pled guilty or they pled no contest. No contest, you're pleading guilty. Okay? Why can you trust us? We've been here 25 years, going 26. I'm a commercial and residential contractor. I have no contractor violations. I have reviews on the BBB and Google 500 plus. And if you come visit my facility, you'll say, well, these people are for real. These people have the resources to take on whatever comes at me from my project. As you can see, not only are we're licensed in highway, street, and bridge, heavy construction, wharfs, docks, harbor, electrical. We do more than just what these other guys do. They don't have this type of license. Let me tell you something. I can work in Interstate 10. They can't. I can build anything with these 2 classifications. And they're not trying to get more classifications. They're just here. They're here for the short pool, in my opinion. Next. There's our facility. This is the truss plant. Over here is we have a mechanic shop, and we have supplies in here. This is where we store lumber. This is where our trusses are laid and hang out. We got a hole in there with a lot of lumber. We got more lumber back here. As you can see, we have a lot of equipment. And shortly, you'll be seeing another 30,000 square foot warehouse over here. We're going to put in a 5-line roll form plant, and we'll be selling metal and producing our own metal here on site. Okay? And I have some tremendous metal coming in that's new to the trade, that's going to revolutionize how the post frame buildings will look. It's amazing. Okay? Remember, if you type in, here's the discount, $500 discount. Remember, we give back to the community every day. As you can see, military personnel, healthcare workers, educators, first $500 because we appreciate what you've done for the community and for our country. Okay? Now, what you'll see this week, if you're a healthcare worker, you're going to get an extra $500 because this week we're honoring healthcare workers. Last week it was the veterans. Next week will be something else when we do a rotation. We will do this forever and ever. We're never going to stop giving back to the community. So we give back to the community every day. Every day. Not once a year, not once a week. Every day we're offering this. Because we believe y'all have earned it. Now you type in cash. If you type in cash, what's going to happen, Mr. Powell? Superior. Okay. As you can see here, if you type in cash, what you get, just like Mr. Powell did, he comes by a building. He's now qualified for $1,000 cash because he typed in cash under the Tiger Cash promotion. Then we have our Thanksgiving special. This special will go until the end of till Thanksgiving Day. You get if you buy an elite building, $3,000, $2,000 on the signature, $1,000 on the value. Hey, you add that to that Tiger Cash, that adds a lot. You get a lot of cash discounts the way we're doing it. Next. Okay, we got the Mallett Savings Plan. Folks, you can come get your building now. Come design it with us. We're gonna lock in the price for you, and you can take your time. All you do is $3,000 down payment, and there's an 18-month price protection. It can be expended every 3 months, 0% interest while this is going on. But you're locked in. We're booking that building, and it's going to be yours. Okay? You can pay as little as much as you want. Then we got the price match special. Once again, Southern Barnes and Buildings, I will beat their bid by $3,000, apples to apples. Now, what they've started doing, from what I've been told, is they don't want to do any bids. Well, if somebody's not willing to put their bid in writing, something's wrong. How do you know what you're getting? It needs to be documented. This is what I'm getting. But if they do that, here's a simple tape to call. Let me listen to it, and we'll match it apples to apples. Or if they want to make an appointment, because they will, because you see, they don't want you to go to their office. They want to drive up there in a brand new truck and convince you that they're reputable. So if you want to do that, you set up the appointment, you call us, one of my building or myself will be there, and we will let you make the best deal by going head up all day long. Okay. Okay, we got the referral program. In our business, and I have today, I kicked out, let's see, I think 12 or 13 referral checks. These are people who've done business with us, more than likely, and have referred people to come do business. Folks, people don't refer people for trouble. They refer people because of their experience. And I'm telling you, this is a very, very good sign to put you at ease that, well, if people are referring, like I said, I think it's 12 right here. And we do, I got hundreds of them. Actual hundreds of them. If people are willing to refer their friends or neighbors, what does that tell you about their experience at Mallett Buildings? Do you think they would send somebody if they had a lot of trouble or problems? Of course not. This is a real tell-all about what goes on at Mallett Buildings when you see this type of referral system creating this much. And we pay because we give you the $200 because we appreciate you taking the time to do all this. We thank you for that. Okay, giving back to the community. I did it today. Today, not only did we today give back to the veterans, healthcare workers, first responders. What is it? And educators. That goes on every day. But today, look what we did. We brought in the coach from Iowa High School. I told you during that interview that I had given the last 8 years almost $10,000. Without me, they would not be able to put on that tournament. And he said that. So we did $10,000 this week just to Iowa High School, not counting all the donations that are going to the $500 deal to the veterans and all those others. And this is just, look, we do this all year. We give back to the community. I challenge, look, I'll tell you what you do. We're going to talk about giving back to the community. Go look and see what my competitors give back to the community. And it won't even be close. It would be devastating to see what we do and how much we've given versus our competitors. But apparently they don't put much stock in giving back to the community. We do. We believe that every dollar we give back to the community comes back tenfold. We really do. Not only is it a good thing, it's a good thing for us it is for our company. It makes our company look like we're concerned and involved in the communities. And we are. And so take that into consideration when you're considering your building. I think it's very important to do business with someone who does do that. And we do. And we don't just say it, it's a factual statement. Now, that's the end of the slide today. Hey, I was in Baton Rouge yesterday. I hope some of you watched that. I was at LSU. I'm still practicing the out-of-town movements, but we're getting better at it. And not next week, but the week after, I'll be in Shreveport at LSU because I'm on the board at LSU. And we'll be going live in Shreveport probably 3 days. And it'll be interesting. We'll probably get better and pretty good at, hopefully, at doing it from away from the studio. But look, if you need a building, give us a call at 337-214-0428. Talk to a building specialist or call me at 337-515-2154. We want to earn your business, and we want to continue to support the communities. So once again, thank you for listening. Y'all have a nice weekend. Hey, let's see the Tigers win. We got to win this one, or we're in trouble. But anyway, I'm going to be going to the game and supporting LSU, and I hope they do win. But anyway, y'all have a nice weekend. It's a beautiful weather out there, and y'all enjoy it. Once again, thank y'all for listening.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mallett Buildings, your trusted partner in post-frame construction. We are proud to offer you the highest quality structures, custom designed to meet your needs. Our team of experts is dedicated to providing superior craftsmanship, backed by years of experience and a commitment to excellence. Please take a moment to explore our innovative design options, competitive pricing, and unmatched customer service. Thank you for